If you are looking to turn your artistic talent into income, here are some small business ideas geared towards artists that might just be the key to your creative financial breakthrough. Business idea number 1 is online art classes or art tutorials. You could create painting tutorials and sell them to your audience. You could do this in a few ways, such as creating tutorials around certain materials. Like if you're an acrylic painter, you could do a course on how to paint with acrylic paint, intro to oil painting, or you could do just like follow along tutorials, document your process while you're making your art and teach people how to paint throughout your process. You could have these on a website where people could buy them through a paywall, or you could go down the route of doing something like a Patreon where you could host regular weekly art classes, like live stream. I think you can live stream through Patreon. I don't have a Patreon, or just upload weekly lessons on there and people could pay you on a subscription basis. Also on YouTube is a good option. There's a membership feature on YouTube. Small business idea for artist number 2 is creating artistic Instagram posts for brands. This is not like a normal branded sponsorship where you're creating a video style type of content for a brand. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to post another brand's Instagram post that they paid someone to do in this video, but a perfect example of a brand that does this well is Chamberlain Coffee. Emma Chamberlain's coffee brand. I would put it on screen. I don't know like the rights to that though. So go check out her Instagram page. She works with a lot of small artists, especially she's been working with this one claymation artist a lot, and I think that's so cool and so interesting to see artists working with brands in this way. And I feel like it's a really untapped world almost, offering creative content like this to brands for their social media to be used as ads. So instead of marketing yourself as a traditional influencer, you could hand watercolor really cool posts for brands' Instagrams, and it would be really cool to approach some of your favorite brands and be like, hey, I'll create an amazing piece of content for you, totally to suit your brand through my artwork, and we could come to some sort of deal for my service. I feel like this could be a huge avenue for artists, and it would make brands look a lot more interesting as well. So if you want to do this, definitely make a small portfolio of how you would represent a brand on Instagram, even just like a watercolored version of advertisement that you could make for them, and make a list of brands and approach them and see if they would want to work with you. The next small business idea that I have is digital downloads. These are nice because you don't have a product cost besides maybe running a platform to sell the digital downloads through, but you could do coloring pages or tutorial downloads step by step of how you paint. I'm going to be offering some coloring book digital downloads soon on my website. Another coloring book company that I follow, which I'm pretty sure anybody who's seen anything coloring book online knows who this is, Bobby Goods. And she has a whole section on her website for digital downloads of coloring book pages, and it's really cool because you don't have to carry these goods, worry about shipping them out, and you can offer something that your audience can get right away. So definitely something cool to look into, but it doesn't have to be coloring book pages, it can be anything. And it's nice because when you're an artist, sometimes it can be tiring to have to paint over and over or constantly be making physical product, and this is something you can make and set and forget, and you can sell it forever. So I might make a whole separate video on digital downloads for artists because I'm going to start offering them soon, so I can show you guys my process. If you guys would be interested in that, definitely let me know down below. But also, I quickly wanted to mention a tool. If you are starting a new creative business, this is a platform that I use to help manage my business, and it is called Taylor Brands. If you guys are ready to take your creative business to the next level, I highly recommend checking them out. As a business owner, something very important that you'll want to do is register for your LLC. This is key to keeping your personal assets separate from your business assets, which is super important for legal protection. And Taylor Brands makes that process super smooth and easy, but that's not all. Taylor Brands isn't just about forming your LLC. They're a full business builder. You'll get a free personalized business plan, access to business coaching, and all the tools you'll need to stay organized, like legal documents you might need for your business, invoices, and bookkeeping resources. And if you are ready to form your LLC, Taylor Brands is giving my community a special discount of 35% off LLC plans if you guys use the link down below in my description. So if you are serious about setting your business up for success, you should definitely check out Taylor Brands. I use them and I definitely recommend them. And I will leave the link down in the description so you guys can try them out for yourself. Next small business idea that I have is food labels. A fun way to make money as an artist is a food label illustration. I see this a lot in the wine and small craft beer industry, and also coffee I see a lot of cool artsy coffee bags. Unique hand-drawn designs can help brands grab eyes in a crowded market. It's beneficial to both you and the brand. To do this, you can build a portfolio of your artwork and send it off to companies. And even say you want to approach a coffee company, make a mock-up of your work on a coffee bag and like pair it with typography that matches their brand, just to give them a taste of what you could do for them, and then send it off to the brand. Also connect with like local coffee roasters or small batch breweries, because this could be a great way to get started. And yeah, if you offer fully designed packaging, if you pair your artwork with the typography already, this can make your service a lot more appealing to a brand. And this could be a really fun business for an artist to get into, because these places are always releasing new products. It could be a long-term partnership. Like, how cool would it be to see your art on a shelf too, especially like on a coffee bag? Like, I would love to design a coffee bag one day. So yeah, that is definitely something to look into. The next small business idea I have is tattoo design commissions. I've always wanted to learn how to do tattoos, but being a tattoo artist takes forever. You have to go through a whole apprenticeship. You can't just tattoo people, which is good because you don't want a lot of bad tattoo artists walking around doing permanent work on people. I understand why that's in place, but you don't have to be a tattoo artist to design tattoos for people. You can offer creating custom designs for clients, and you can work with them to make meaningful, personalized pieces. If you already have an existing art audience, it's a cool way for your community to have a personal experience with your work forever as well, and like have a little piece of you. I have a few people that have tattoos of my work, and it's like such a crazy feeling. Every time I get one of those DMs, I'm like, oh my gosh, you love my work enough to have it on your skin for the rest of your life. And it's a really, really fun thing to see your artwork tattooed on people. So it's definitely very interesting and cool. I feel like it would be a fun thing if that was something you were interested to work with people to create personal tattoos for them. So definitely something to look into if you've always wanted to tattoo but didn't want to become a full-on tattoo artist. This is something you could definitely do. And the next art business idea that I have is hosting paint and sip nights. Hosting paint and sip nights can be a great way to make money. You could offer this as a service for like private parties. Say someone has a Galentine's and they want to do a paint and sip. You can offer a service like that, or at birthday parties or something. Or you could host your own event and find your own attendees for your own event. Promote it online and find your own attendees and like rent out an event space. And if you have a good number of people that sign up, it could be a good little chunk of money for you. You could also approach companies, like people that host mindfulness retreats. You could offer that service as part of their retreat. So if you find any local retreat centers around you, or just people that go and host retreats or like women's retreats, you could approach the hosts and say, hey, I can offer this as part of your retreat. And that could be an interesting way to do this as well. There are just so many ways you could go about doing paint and sip. You could also do this virtually. I know it's not the same experience, but back to my first one in this video when I said you could offer paint lessons. You could also do this online, like offering weekly paint and sips. So yeah, that's my idea with that. The next idea I have is hand illustrating party or wedding invitations. You could offer custom one-of-a-kind designs for clients for special events, whether it's a wedding, a birthday, or even a baby shower. You could promote your services on social media, or you could connect with local event planners or even local wedding venues just to get your name out. And it would just be really cool to offer personalized painted cards for a small event, especially if it's a wedding. It makes it so much more personal. It's like a personal touch. Or you could make a design that could be reproduced and sold somewhere like Etsy that can be digitally downloaded that you hand painted. The next small business idea that I have is book cover illustration. Book cover illustration can be a fun way to earn money and be very creative while doing it. Authors, especially indie writers, are always looking for unique, catching covers that will make their books stand out. You can promote your services online, build a portfolio through Instagram or Behance, or even connect directly with authors through writing groups. If you find like a writer's Facebook group, you could say, hey, I'm a book cover illustrator, just looking to see if anyone needs a cover. If you have a particular style that you specialize in, this could be helpful as well, like fantasy or romance. It could help you carve out a niche and find the right authors to work with. Offering a complete package for cover designs could be helpful as well, like offering the artwork, the typography, even the inner cover artwork, Also, wait, hold on. I have this book, The Spell Shop. Hold on. First of all, look how cute this cover is. Cute. But you could offer, like at the beginning of every chapter, there's this cute little illustration. So you could offer black and white illustrations to be printed that are relevant to each chapter even. I feel like there's a ton of opportunity for illustration on just normal books like this, but also children's books. Obviously children's books are mostly pictures, so that's another huge field to get into. I don't know how well this would work, but you could even reach out to publishing companies that could connect you with authors that are looking to have a cover designed. I feel like there's a ton of ways that you could do this. And the next idea I have is art-based content creation. And this one is a little bit touchy, but you could become an artist or influencer in the art world. I hate the word influencer, content creator in the art world. But you could share your art on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. This is basically what my job is. And I don't think that I would be able to live in the way that I do if I didn't use social media as a means for promoting my artwork. But I make money from being on social media and doing my artwork itself. Once you've built a following, you can monetize through sponsored posts, affiliate links of all your paint, all your brushes, whatever you use, and partnerships with brands. This is touchy. I see this argument a lot, like artists don't need to be content creators. You definitely don't. But isn't the goal of being a full-time artist, not just a hobby artist, to get paid from doing art and making art? Isn't that essentially what that is? Yes, there's a camera involved, and of course, like engaging with your community, but I just think it's so interesting when people get so mad about that because it literally is giving you more eyes on your work. I think it's such a helpful tool. I think it's great too because a lot of people definitely enjoy, like for me, example A, people like to look at my work and watch me make my work, but it's very bright and it's not necessarily something that a lot of people would put in their homes. It's a very bright color choice in a lot of homes, but a lot of people enjoy watching me create it, and you can now monetize the process as well as the finished product itself. I feel like it's just a win-win situation. Like people get to enjoy it, and you might find the right eyes that want to buy the piece and have it in their home. So making content about your art could definitely be a good avenue for making money as an artist. The next business idea I have is store and restaurant sign painting. Creating custom store and restaurant signs can be a great way for artists to make money. Many local businesses are looking for unique, hand-painted signs to give their storefront personality and help them stand out. You can start by reaching out to small businesses in your area or even reaching out to new businesses that are just opening up. Offering extra services like custom lettering, logo design, murals for walls or windows could make your offerings more attractive. Plus, you can expand into creating special signage inside of the stores, like the chalkboard menus. Sometimes you see like a sandwich shop. You could offer to illustrate those menus, or promotional displays. The little signs that cafes put on their baked goods, you could illustrate them or paint them really intricately and beautifully. That would be so cute. With businesses always looking for new ways to customers, your work could literally be the eye-catching touch that they need. And it would just be fun to go back and visit. I've done one mural before, and every time I see it, it just feels cool. It's like a little special connection to that building. I don't know. It's very interesting. So definitely something fun to look into. I hope some of these ideas spark some inspiration for you. If you guys have any other art business ideas, drop them down below, share them with each other. I would be interested to hear what you guys do to earn money as a creative as well, since it's such a different world than the corporate world. So also don't forget, you guys can check out Taylor Brands in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can check out this video right here for some more ideas. Bye!